something that Leah and I have really had a lot of fun this week doing is we're getting you guys ready for the rally for first responders. So we're going to take you back. Monday we weren't here.
Right.
Tuesday we had that incredible survivor of 9/11, and then yesterday we had Georgetown Police and Fire Chief.
That's right.
Which was in. So fun. Now today the name might sound pretty familiar. Today we're bringing back in our friend TJ Webb and a special guest, his wife Amanda. So welcome both of you to the CoastLife couch.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, welcome back, I guess. And then Amanda, first time, welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to have you guys.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, so TJ has this incredible story you guys have heard a lot. Local police officer on Delmarva who was shot in the line of duty, and you just made this incredible recovery, and your story is great. You even wrote a book about it.
Right.
So when you hear that there's a rally for first responders after everything you've been through, how does that make you feel?
Oh man, it's great because through my recovery, the outpouring of support from the community was amazing, and it was something I'll never forget. And I didn't really know what to expect when everything happened, but it was great. So to see the community still coming together for first responders and putting together events like this and coming out to support it, means a lot.
Definitely. Yeah, and Amanda, I'm going to get a little deep with you here if you don't mind for a second. But you're a cop's wife, and so you always think you could get that phone call that your husband was hurt, and maybe you don't think it will actually happen to you, and then you get the call that day. TJ was shot 6 times. So what is going through your head in that moment? Can you kind of take us through your role as a cop's wife?
Sure. Like you said, you never think it's going to be your spouse that's involved in the shooting or the incident, and. We were at home. It was, of course, at night. I was putting my son to bed, and it was, just jump and go. You have to jump and go. And so one of the things we've talked a lot about is what's the plan? And I think, so, like you said, so many people think it's not going to be them. And, it doesn't happen at the most convenient time, right?
It does,
so it's like we encourage everyone to talk about what their plan is. But it was jump and go. I was fortunate enough that at the time we were building a house, so we were living with my parents, and so I could jump and go because my son was taken care of, and we just got to the hospital and met with all the staff, and it was very fast.
Yeah. Did you experience that same community support that TJ experienced?
It was amazing. It was a tough time for law enforcement during the time that he was shot, so we weren't sure what the community response was going to be, but our community came out in droves and was really supportive, and we never experienced anything like that before.
Good job, Delmarva.
Yes.
That makes us proud, right? That's incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So also, I want to talk about your book, TJ. We'll get to the rally in just a second. I know we talked about it a little bit too, but we've talked about your book before. But if someone wants to hear more about your story and your life as a law enforcement officer, what are some ways they can get it and get it signed?
So you can find it online at thetjwebb.com. You can also find me this weekend at the Rally for First Responders. We'll be there, and I'll touch on that again in a minute. And we also have 2 book signings coming up. One is
June 30th from 1 to 3 at Big Oyster in Milford. So bring the kids, bring the family.
Fun.
And then July
29th
from 11 to 12:30 at Bethany Beach Books.
Nice.
I love this partnership you guys have. Yeah.
She remembers everything.
Right.
She's a good law enforcement wife.
So I guess let's dive into Rally for First Responders. It's coming up this Saturday. What's going to be your role there?
So we'll be there with our nonprofit, the Fit for Duty Foundation, where we sponsor police officers in physical and mental fitness. We'll be there with the book, having that, some other merchandise there for sale, and just handing out information about that, and hoping to support everyone else that's there with their booths as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're very excited. Your book is so incredible. I love it. And your website and everything, what you do, your foundation, you've really taken the worst day, I would assume, one of the worst days of your life, and you're changing other lives. So it's really important that you guys all go out, if you can, to the Rally for First Responders, get TJ's book, because you're not just helping him, you're helping so many people on Delmarva.
Absolutely.
And beyond.
Yeah, and for folks who do read the book, what does it sort of offer readers?
Yeah.
So one of the things I really like about it is that it's not just for a first responder, it's a book for anybody, and it also gives you a look at the inside life of your typical first responder. This is not something that's just relevant to me. These are things that I went through throughout my 20-year career, and that we all go through throughout our careers. So it gives you a nice inside look, and I just want people to take away from it that you can do anything you want to do. You can get through anything that you want or need to get through. It's all about the mindset and what you have inside of here.
Fantastic. Awesome. Before we let you guys go, I asked the wife that was on the couch yesterday this question, so I'd love to ask you, Amanda, too. But any words of advice for your fellow law enforcement wives out there? Because the families obviously play a huge role.
I would say find your tribe.
Okay.
Find your people, because they're going to be the ones that you lean on.
Good advice.
Yeah, great advice.
Perfect. All right, you guys, don't forget Rally for First Responders on Saturdays at Hudson Fields. We're so excited. Right now, though, we're excited for some more CoastLife.
That's right.
All right, we'll get to it in just a minute.